So after this specific day, we saw a sideways market begin to happen with these candlesticks. We saw it reach a peak, decline once more into a bearish market. And then here's our next point. So what happened on this specific day? I think you probably know better than me. But on this specific day, Jerome Powell was sworn in to the Federal Reserve, right? Tell me a bit more about what happened that specific day when he was sworn in.
I don't know. So, was his position renewed? Maybe I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know exactly what happened on that day. I believe there was some talks about a paper coming out that the Federal Reserve. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, like a report they were going to be doing about digital currencies, and it got delayed and delayed and delayed, and they finally released it. I don't know what day they released it. Is it that
Mm-hmm.
day?
Good man. That's exactly what happened. Yeah. On that
Okay.
day, the Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs they got together, right? He was sworn in, and
Mm.
the hearing was basically about very important economic topics, the impacts of COVID, inflation, unemployment,
Mm-hmm.
but a specific focus on CBDCs,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which are, as you've already mentioned, central bank digital currencies. Senator Pat Toomey, he addressed Powell with his views and concerns about CBDCs. He said, some had advocated, as you know, that a central bank digital dollar be used and developed in such a fashion that individual Americans have retail accounts with the Fed, and the Fed becomes the retail banker for America. It seems to me that there's absolutely nothing the history, the experience, the expertise, the capabilities of the Fed that lend the Fed to being a retail bank. Is that a fair observation? He said. And then Powell's reply, which I found incredible here. If Congress were to authorize the Fed to pursue a central bank digital dollar, is there anything about that ought to preclude well regulated privately issued stablecoins from coexisting with a central bank digital dollar? So, by creating a stablecoin, such as the proposed digital dollar in the United States, the Federal Reserve would basically begin to compete directly for Bitcoin's market share. That alone would cause a stir in the cryptoverse, right? Especially since this would all be regulated by the US central bank. Now, do you think the US is going to go forward with this? Do you think that it's going to severely impact the price of Bitcoin?
Of course. So okay. So, I like how you highlighted that the Jerome Powell pivoted and asked about stable coins, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
stable coins adds a lot of liquidity to the crypto markets.
Right.
Um, so if you X stable coins from the crypto markets, it is going to fall drastically. Meaning X meaning some type of hard regulatory framework around stable coins. It will definitely cause some issues short term in the crypto markets. But I don't think CBDCs directly impact Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. It's again, as I
Mm-hmm.
told you at the beginning, it's the regulatory framework that they set up that will be rolled out around putting a CBDC out. So, yes, it will have a great impact on Bitcoin, crypto markets, short term. And I said this many, many years ago when we were, it's 2017, when we were
Mm-hmm.
hitting that $20,000 Bitcoin. Everyone was like, yay, we're taking over, power to the people. These banks can't, these governments can't stop us and all this. Say, wait a minute, guys. Listen, there's one more Rubicon. There's one more hurdle we have to pass,
Mm-hmm.
and that is the fight against the Federal Reserve. And we're starting to get into that phase, I think. And so I think that will be the last hard leg down in the crypto markets. It'll be a battle and maybe take years to pan out. But that once we get over that, and build a base there. Now, where does that leave Bitcoin, crypto markets, and the total market cap for the crypto markets? I have no clue. And
Mm-hmm.
I really don't care because I'm going to make money going up or down. Just make sure it doesn't go sideways. We're good. Up or down, no sideways action. I can't make money in that environment.